Hey guys, I just wanted to show you basically how I am installing these chicken nipples that look like this. Basically how it works is it just screws into your pipe and the chickens are able to get whatever water they need, just like a guinea pig. Um, Problem is, when you're installing these with the cement, what tends to happen is the cement will actually attach itself to the little metal rod there, and that's what you don't want. If you don't have this free floating, it will not close off the water and you will be leaking all over the place. So when you're applying the cement, what I've been doing is I have only been applying it to this edge here, this rubber gasket section. The closer you get to that metal object, especially when you turn it to screw it in, gravity's going to take effect and it's just going to attach itself. So what you don't want to do is get it on their metal. So focus on that rubber gasket here as you're threading them in, and I'll show you just how I do it here. Okay, so get a little bit on there and just kind of hold the sponge in place and just kind of rotate that around so you don't drip all over the place, just like so. And this stuff sets pretty quick. Go ahead and seat that in there, thread her in, and then what I do is I've got a pair of pliers handy that I can just go ahead and thread her in. You don't want to wait too long or it will set. So go ahead and give her a couple turns until you can feel it seated into the rubber gasket. Don't over tighten, just kind of let it dry. Take your clamp off, and what you want to do once you set that in is you want to look down in here, okay? You want to rotate this around, okay? So the reason you're rotating it around is you want to watch this nipple drop down and drop back freely, but not the exterior nipple, the interior nipple. Okay, just you want to make sure that that glue is not bound, and even if it is, the longer you keep spinning it, what's going to happen is it's going to dry free of the red plastic. So it's okay to get a little bit on there, which I did on my first one, but if you do, keep it rotating as it's drying. Okay, this one's good to go, but the idea is just to keep watching it. Make sure it's not slowly falling, it's actually dropping. Okay, so if it is slowly falling, that's fine. Keep it moving until it completely sets. I did buy the quick set. I actually think it's better, so you're not sitting here for 20 minutes spinning it if you do spill it. A couple rotations and you're good. So this one's free. Alright, so that's basically it. I'm just going to show you real quick how let's see, basically how I had this set up. I'm using basically a coping saw, drywall saw, some pliers, marking pencil, you know. I got this idea from a gentleman on Pinterest, and I'm just basically taking a 4-inch down to a 3-inch down to a 2-inch. What's going to happen is this water's just going to kind of set in here like so. And the water's going to come down and trickle out down to the chickens with this elbow here. So it's working out so far, but as I noticed as I'm doing the threads, I ran into a couple issues, not knowing what size bit I needed. Well, it just so happened the bit I used was a bit designed for door handles. So if you happen to have one around, it should be the exact size you need. Drill the hole, and once you do that, just kind of move the drill around just to kind of round those edges. And then what I did was, at the hardware store, I picked up threaded pipe, and it's tapered, so you can actually, this was awesome. I did not mean to do this, but it actually fits into the end of your cordless drill or your power drill. So I literally sat here once they were drilled and created a thread with the drill with this little guy, nice and slow, and then backed her off, creating a nice thread for these things, because as you notice, these are plastic threads. You don't want to just start jamming them in there. You're going to ruin your threads. So it worked out for me so far. I only got 3 to go. Hopefully I don't screw up the last 3. It's just a nice feature if you're going out of town to leave your chickens with water for several days. And if you want to upgrade to more than a 4-gallon, which I'll probably do some kind of rain catch system, you can run it out the building. But for right now, thanks for watching. If you got questions, just comment below, and hopefully I'll have more videos up as the chicken coop progresses.